Good morning. Today we will start the new chapter, change in profit sharing ratio. Now in a partnership there are several reasons behind change in profit sharing ratio, as we have discussed that it may happen that some partners have now become active, so their profit sharing ratio would increase, or some partners may have become inactive, so their share would decrease. And then it may also happen that there is some change in capital contribution of the partners. So earlier it may happen that one of the partners had contributed only half of the capital, but now that partner has contributed more capital, so his share would increase. Like this there can be several reasons. Now in change in profit sharing ratio, there are some adjustments that we will do in this chapter. First, we will calculate or determine sacrificing ratio and gaining ratio. So it will always happen that in case of change in profit sharing ratio, some particular partner will sacrifice and some partner will gain. So we have to calculate. Then we will do accounting for goodwill. So how is goodwill adjusted in case of change in profit sharing ratio? Then accounting treatment of reserves and accumulated profits, then revaluation of assets and liabilities, and then adjustments of capital. We will go through these topics one by one. First, sacrificing ratio and gaining ratio. What is sacrifice? Wherever there is change in profit sharing ratio and it happens that the profit share or share of some particular partner has decreased, it will be considered that that particular partner has sacrificed. That means old share was more and now the new share is less. Let's take an example. Suppose there are three partners in which ABC, in which A earlier used to get half of the total profits, but now A, B and C are dividing the profits equally. Now A will have 1/3 share. That means earlier old share was half, 1/2, new share is 1/3. So there will be some sacrifice. What is sacrificing ratio? Now in case of sacrifice and sacrificing ratio, there is a confusion. Normally in the books it is written sacrificing ratio equals to old ratio minus new ratio, but that is not correct. It will be sacrifice it is equal to old share of that partner minus new share of that partner. So this will give us sacrifice of that partner. Like this we will calculate the sacrifice of several partners or all the partners, and after calculating the sacrifice of all the partners we will get the sacrificing ratio. So sacrificing ratio is the ratio of sacrifice between two or more partners. So why is sacrificing ratio calculated? It is actually calculated to calculate the compensation to be paid by the gaining partner to the sacrificing partner. Now in case of change in profit sharing ratio, some partner always gain and some partner sacrifice. It is believed that the gaining partner is actually purchasing the profit from the sacrificing partner. That means he has to pay some compensation to the sacrificing partner. So for this, sacrificing ratio is calculated and goodwill is used to adjust the amount and determine the amount to be paid to the sacrificing partner. Now what is gain? Again, gaining ratio is written in the books, but actually it is gain. Gain will be the new share. That means if the new share is more and old share is less, that means the partner has gain. So formula is new share minus old share. So gaining ratio is the ratio of gain among two or more partners. So in a form of 3 or 4 partners, it may happen that some partners have gained, some partners have sacrificed. we don't know who has gained or who has sacrificed. So in both cases, we normally use the formula of sacrifice. So if we use the formula of sacrifice, that is old share minus new share, if the value of sacrifice comes to be any positive integer, positive number, like 1 by 2 or 1 by 3, it will be sacrifice. But if the value is a negative integer, that means it can be minus 1 by 2 or minus 1 by 4, then if it is negative, then we will assume that it is actually gain. So always we will use this formula of sacrifice only. We will not use the formula of gain, because in case of change, normally it is not written that who has gained. Sometimes it may be written. If it is clearly written that which partner has gained, then we can use this formula, but normally it is not written, so you will use this formula. And in case of positive it is sacrifice, in case of negative it is a gain. Now to understand these things better, let us start question number 1. A and B are sharing profits and losses equally. That means their ratio is 1:1. With effect from 1st April 2020, they agree to share profits in the ratio 4:3. New profit sharing ratio is 4:3. That means as per old ratio or old profit sharing ratio, A's old share was 1 by 2. If it is 1:1, that is A is getting 1 by 2 and B is also getting 1 by 2, half to each. Half of the profits is being distributed among both. Now when the new profit sharing ratio is declared, A's new share is 4 by 7, 4 plus 3 7. So out of 7 A is getting 4 and out of 7 B is getting 3. So his share is 3 by 7. Sacrifice, we use this formula, old share minus new share. A's sacrifice, old share was 1 by 2, new is 4 by 7. 1 by 2 minus 4 by 7, we get minus 1 by 14. That means A has actually gained. Similarly in case of B, again we will use old share minus new share. Here we observe that the value is a positive number. So in this case, B has sacrificed. So A's gain is equal to B's sacrifice, since there are only two partners. Now in question number 2, old profit sharing ratio and new profit sharing ratio both are given. Again we use the formula of sacrifice. X sacrifice equals to 5 by 10, which is old share, minus new share 5 by 10. So it is clear that X is neither any gain nor he is having any sacrifice. In case of Y, old minus new is 3 by 10. Here it is 3 by 10. Here it is 2 by 10. He has a sacrifice of 1 by 10. In case of Z, 2 by 10 minus 3 by 10. So here you can observe 2 by 10 and new share is 3 by 10. Here you will observe Z has a gain of 1 by 10. So sacrifice is equal to gain between Y and Z. Now see question number 4. It is a different question. A, B and C are partners having profit and losses in the ratio 5:4:1. So old ratio is 5:4:1. Here you have 4 cases. In case 1, as per new agreement, C acquires 1/5 share from A. Since A is getting 5 by 10 share, out of that 5 by 10, A is sacrificing 1 by 5. So what is the sacrifice of A? It will be 5 by 10 minus 1 by 5. A's sacrifice is 3 by 10. In case of B, there is no change, because in case 1 nothing is written about B. His share will be 4 by 10 only. In case of C now, since C earlier had 1 by 10th share, here you can see 1 by 10th. Now he is having a gain because 1/5 share of profit is being transferred from A to C. So now C's share is 1 by 10, which is old, plus 1 by 5, which is gain. Now new share is equal to 3 by 10. So here you can also write the formula of new ratio or new share. New share is equal to old share plus gain. So for the partner who is gaining, this formula will be used, old share plus gain. And for A, this is old share minus sacrifice, because A is sacrificing. So for sacrificing partner, the formula of new share is old share minus sacrifice, and for gaining partner, the formula for new share is old share plus gain. So like this we observe the profit sharing ratio 3 by 10, 4 by 10 and 3 by 10. That means 3 is to 4 is to 3. So this is the new profit sharing ratio. Now in case 2, C's gain is 1 by 5. Totally he is gaining 1 by 5, but that particular gain is being taken from A and B equally. That means half of this particular gain is being given by A and half of this particular gain is being given by B. So what is the half of this gain? 1 by 5 into half, that is 1 by 10. That means A's sacrifice and B's sacrifice is equal to 1 by 10. So now we calculate the new share. For A, the new share will be old share minus sacrifice. Since A is sacrificing, the new share is 4 by 10. For B also, since B is sacrificing, the new share is old share minus sacrifice, which is 3 by 10. For C, since he is gaining, we can write old share plus gain. Instead of 1 by 5, to make the numerators and denominators equal, 1 by 5 can also be written as 2 by 10. So 1 by 10 plus 2 by 10 is equal to 3 by 10. So according to this, 4 is to 3 is to 3 is the new profit sharing ratio in case 2. Now come to case 4. Case 3 you can solve yourself, because as per new agreement, the new profit sharing ratio is 1 is to 1 is to 1. Since it is equal, old ratio is 5 is to 4 is to 1. So you can calculate yourself. Case 4, as per new agreement, C acquires 1 by 10th share of A and half share of B. So A's sacrifice is 1 by 10th of his share. So since A's share is 5 by 10, his sacrifice is 5 by 10 into 1 by 10. That is 5 by 100 or 1 by 20. This is the sacrifice of A. Now what is the B's sacrifice? B's share is 4 by 10. He is sacrificing half of his share. So 4 by 10 into half. B is sacrificing 4 by 20. That means C is getting this plus this. Now new share, since A is sacrificing, old share minus sacrifice, this is the sacrifice, minus 1 by 20. A's new share is 9 by 20. B, old share minus sacrifice, this is the B's sacrifice, 4 by 10 minus 4 by 20. B's new share is 4 by 20. In case of C, old share of C is 1 by 10. Gain from A is 1 by 20 and gain from B is 4 by 20. Adding the 3, you will get 7 by 20 is the new share of C. So what is the profit sharing ratio? 9:4:7. So this is the new profit sharing ratio. Now accounting for goodwill. Whenever there is change in profit sharing ratio, as we have discussed, it means that the gaining partner is purchasing goodwill or share of profit from the sacrificing partner. So if the gaining partner is purchasing goodwill, he has to pay something as compensation to the sacrificing partner. And this is done by calculating the sacrifice and gaining ratio and then adjusting the amount with the value of goodwill. So in the question, value of goodwill will be given and we have to calculate sacrifice and gain and then adjust the amount. Now understand this by question number 5, where old profit sharing ratio between ABC is 3:2:1. New profit sharing ratio is equal, that is 1:1:1. So this is how we calculate sacrifice or gain. We see that A has a sacrifice of 1/6 and C has a gain of 1/6. So in both the cases we will apply the same formula of sacrifice, but when it is negative it means that it is gain. B has nothing to do with it. He has neither gain neither sacrifice. So 1/6 amount of the goodwill will be calculated and that amount will be adjusted among A and C. What amount of goodwill will be adjusted? The value of goodwill given is 18,000. So 18,000 into 1/6 is equal to rupees 3,000. So journal entry for adjustment will be C's capital account debited, since C is gainer or C has a gain, debited, and whoever sacrifices is credited. So A's capital account will be credited. So this is how the amount of goodwill is adjusted between gaining and sacrificing partner. Now according to second method, we can raise the goodwill and then write off the goodwill, and actually this amount will be adjusted among the partners in this method also. So first, raising goodwill in old ratio, 18,000 debited to A, B and C in old profit sharing ratio, which is 3:2:1. So we will credit the three partners with 9,000, 6,000 and 3,000 respectively. Now we will simply write off the goodwill in new ratio. Since the new ratio is equal, all the three partners will be debited 6,000 each and goodwill account will be credited 18,000. Thus we observe that the same amount earlier had been debited to goodwill and now credited to goodwill. So no amount is now remaining in the balance sheet for goodwill. A, who was earlier credited, now is debited. What amount was credited to A? You can see the amount credited to A was 9,000. Now A is debited 6,000. So ultimately A is credited 3,000. In case of C, you observe earlier C is credited 3,000. Now C is debited rupees 6,000. So ultimately C is debited more by rupees 3,000. So in both the cases the answer would be the same. Now question number 6, we have old profit sharing ratio 5:3:2 and new profit sharing ratio 1:1:1 are equal. We calculate sacrifice or gain. We see that X has a sacrifice of 5/30, Y and Z have gain of 1/30 and 4/30 respectively. Now we will adjust it amount, but we will first calculate goodwill, since goodwill has to be calculated in this question. So first we calculate the average profit. Average profit is calculated by adding the profits, deducting the loss. The last year we have a loss. So the average profit is 45,000. Goodwill is equal to average profit into 2 years of purchase, which is 90,000. Now we adjust that amount with sacrifice or gaining ratio. So here we observe, since X has a sacrifice of 5 by 30, so X will be credited. So sacrificing partner is credited 90,000, that is the goodwill amount, into 5 by 30, 15,000. Y and Z will be debited by their gaining amounts, that is 1 by 30 and 4 by 30 respectively. So Y will be debited 90,000 into 1 by 30, rupees 3,000. Z will be debited 90,000 into 4 by 30, 12,000. So this will be the journal entry. Y's capital account debited 3,000, Z's capital account debited 12,000, to X capital account 15,000. Now let us see question number 8. Old profit sharing ratio is 5:3:2. New profit sharing ratio is 1:1:1. So according to this, we have sacrifice of 5 by 30 for X, gain of 1 by 30 for Y, gain of 4 by 30 for Z. Old goodwill is given rupees 12,000. So first it will be written off in the old ratio. So old ratio 5:3:2. We will write off goodwill. Since goodwill has a debit balance, when we write off goodwill, goodwill is credited. So whenever any asset is written off, it is credited, and when liability is written off, liability will be debited. So in 5:3:2, they are debited like this. Goodwill is credited. Now new value of goodwill is 30,000, and that amount will be now adjusted for sacrifice and gain to the partners. X will be credited since X has sacrificed 5 by 30 of his profit. So 30,000 into 5 by 30, 5,000. Y will be debited 30,000 into gain amount of 1 by 30, rupees 1,000. Z will be debited 30,000 into 4 by 30, which is 4,000. So like this we have the general entry. Y's capital account debited, Z's capital account debited 4,000, to X capital account 5,000. So this is about adjustment of goodwill. Try question number 7 yourself, and if you are able to do, you also try question number 9. Next class we will discuss accounting for reserves, accumulated profits and losses. Thank you.